Welcome back. This is building a wind turbine number 4. I've made some headway, as you can see. The biggest development is the hub. So, if you look at this. So this is the original hub that came with the motor. And instead of fitting it the other way, which if you can see inside, I don't know if you can see that, it's recessed, and that fit over the motor. In order to get some distance, I ended up turning it the opposite way, so I get a little bit of distance on the axle here. But the biggest issue was how to connect the blades to this hub. Well, luckily, my brother has a drill press, so yesterday I went to his house and drilled out, drilled out 6 holes at 120 degrees each, or from each other, to where I attached the blades. So I took that 24-inch PVC pipe, or 24-inch long, it was 6-inch diameter, and I found blueprints online, but it was for 8-inch diameter PVC. So I had to do a little bit of converting and threw back some geometry, which was uncomfortable at best. And I came up with these blades, which actually, once I figured out the dimensions, were real simple to cut. Now another issue is this dip underneath here. I ended up putting a spacer and a couple washers to basically support the second bolt here. And there, it spins really easily. We'll see. It's a little there. One of them is a little bit off from the other two, so we'll see how much that affects as far as vibration goes. But we need to get it up into some wind. Right now, it's pretty calm. It's super calm right where I am, just because I'm below the fence line. But another thing I need to do is grind down the straight edge to make this as sharp as I possibly can. Right now it's just whatever, just dull, pretty thick. That all needs to be ground down to a real sharp edge, and then the back end of this should be smooth. So I need to sand this edge down to be nice and smooth, and that will produce the airfoil effect for a more efficient blade. But I just literally put these together, and now I've been working on the back fin here. Now this is just painted foam board, so it's real lightweight, but it's pretty weak. Another idea I got from my brother is to reinforce it with some 1x material. So I just have, and this is still not mounted or anything, it just slides right on. And so I just bolted this 1x material on there, and then this way I'll be able to screw this into the 2x4, so it has more support. That way it hopefully will be able to sustain the winds. So as far as mounting it goes, that's my other issue, and it's been the biggest issue. I thought the hub was a pain. Actually mounting it has been the biggest issue. So originally, you can see these wires coming down the bottom. Originally I had a 1/2-inch pipe attached to the bottom, which was just going to sit into the 1-inch pipe, which I have here. I'll talk about this in just a second. However, that was not going to provide a very good rotating platform because it was just going to be metal on metal. So after doing a lot of thinking, some advice here and there, I went to Harbor Freight and bought this tire. And this is also, props to my older brother, his idea. Because if you look at, I'm going to bring this down and hopefully you can see that rotates nicely. At the end, or at the top of this, there's the hub, and that just fits in like that. So I took that apart, and we have 2 ball bearings, one on each side. And the issue is to get this 1-inch pipe. So this is a 10-foot 1-inch pipe, and to figure out how to get the 1-inch pipe to fit this hub, or this half of the hub. And it took the majority of today, 3 trips to Lowe's and Home Depot and 2 other stores that were closed, of course, and I got this. So it fits nicely in there, and it rotates by itself just on that plastic fitting. However, ultimately, I want it to sit in this, and the weight on this ball bearing, so it can spin into the wind. The hole will fit a 5/8 inch shaft perfectly. But of course, with my luck, they do not make a 5/8 inch shaft that is hollow. They just make a solid, which doesn't mean no good, because I have to run a wire down it. So we'll see. I'm going to a specialty plumbing store this week, and hopefully they have some 5/8 inch pipe that I can attach to the bottom of this, or else I'm going to have to start from scratch. So the base here, and this will be screwed into, I haven't decided yet, probably multiple layers of wood for a platform, so I have some stability. As you saw, it just easily tips over, and that platform will be staked into the ground. So the purpose of this, obviously, as you can see, it rotates really easily, and also I needed a port, so that hole in the front, just lay it down. This hole at the base is the hole where my extension cord is going to come out. My extension cord obviously is going to go all the way to the top and then connect to my positive and negative leads here, which will ultimately be feeding the battery bank electricity from the windmill. So I have one more big step, and that is to somehow mount this thing on to the top here, and that will be the final. If I can get a 5/8 inch post somehow and mount it to this 2x4, then I'll be in business. I need to paint my 1x material here, trim up those bolts, and get it on that post. I'm going to put it right over here in this corner and suspend it using some rope. I have some pulleys so I can easily get it up in the air. And as you can see, when it is up, with all the extra hardware, we're at a good 11 feet. So hopefully we'll get up in that good air up there and it will produce some electricity. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next time I'll have my blades done and a solution, the final solution, the last piece, which is mounting it up on top. That's the big one. The other little issues are to make a housing. Thanks for watching.